welcome you to this meditation. I am going to be a kind of tour guide, if you will, for the next little while for you through the living landscape of your human body and through your imagination and through your capacity to vision. But before we get completely started, I want you to take this first minute, if you can, in the context within which you're engaging with this meditation, to ideally move to a wall, if you can. And so what you're going to do is lay your back down on the floor and put your butt up against the baseboard of the wall. And you're going to send your legs up the wall and just let your feet relax in the air. Okay, so the back is on the floor, the buttock bones are against the base of the wall, and then the legs are up the wall. So you're putting your body into a right angle. And obviously then you're lifting your feet significantly higher than your heart, which has an incredibly restorative effect on so many of the systems of the body and the intercommunication of the systems. And frankly, like, when was the last time you put yourself in that shape and rested at the wall? So give yourself a second to do that. And once you are at the wall, I'd love for you to place one hand at your belly and one hand at your heart. And if you can, just allow the warm feedback of your hands at these powerful crossroads in your body. Allow your hands to stay there for the duration of this R-Force meditation. So it's really a restorative few moments we're getting ready to dive into. So the eyes can stay closed because you're going to be using your inner vision. So there's nothing you need to keep track of in the environment around you. Simply opening up the ears and opening up the mind and the wider lens, the perception of the heart. So for this meditation, we're going to use the rainbow bridge as our muse. We'll use the rainbow bridge as our muse for our lure of becoming in our bodies, of being, bringing us towards a spectrum of possibility in our myriad-hearted mindfulness and into a kind of unity consciousness. So just give yourself a moment to take a couple of conscious, expansive, space-making breaths, coming into a stillness, thereby further establishing your awareness and birthright in the field of fields, letting your body be breathed and succumbing to the pull of the earth, systematically letting go of absolutely every micro tension that you might be feeling in your body, or maybe even in your mind or in your heart. Give them all permission to unlock, unravel, undo, thereby giving you back greater space in the felt experience of your body and in your perceptions too. Letting go of every muscular contraction and feeling the support that you're resting upon. Coming into conscious effortlessness. Conscious effortlessness. Letting go of the doer. Letting go of being this being who is doing the breath. Let go of all of the instrumental parts of your personality. The parts of you that are oftentimes so very busy with the worldly tasks that we're always taking care of, releasing that and transitioning into an even more pure state of mind and thought and rejuvenation and imagination. The power of imagination in meditation is so fulfilling. So relax even deeper into that. Feel how you are in space and how space is in you, and invite for a moment here space between your breaths, space between what it is that your mind is attuning to, and feel how you're floating undeniably on a sublime cloud of healing. So like I said, our vehicle for this meditation is the rainbow bridge that's pulling us, and that's moving towards us. So in this moment here, with one hand at your belly and one hand at your heart, think of how so many cultures have identified with the rainbow as an expression of hope, as a roadway to creation. Think of how the Australian Aborigines honor the rainbow serpent as the great creator in this world. Think of how the Irish have countless legends about the rainbow, not the least of which is that about the pot of gold at the end. And think of the great peacemaker of the Iroquois Indians who found his revelation for how to end war and to have the different tribes create a new and vibrant, peaceful society by bringing their tribal colors together in a rainbow fashion and having them touch each other in new forms of trade and communion and correspondence and new ways of working with each other. And we speak the world over, we speak about the rainbow people as being the people who are bringing together a wide variety of diverse cultures, diverse styles, diverse beliefs, concepts, opinions, possibilities, innovations. Think of all of the rainbow people the world over, and wherever we may be situated on the planet in this call right now, wherever you are in the world, and our pins on the global map are massive right now, wherever you are, and whatever your belief systems may be, each of us, in all of our cultural diversity, each of us view the rainbow with caught breath and with a sigh of amazement. So use your inner eye to visualize on the screen behind your closed eyes. Use this inner vision to see the rainbow and feel it beginning to flood you. And recall those many moments when you have hopefully seen rainbows, or maybe a double rainbow, or maybe a triple rainbow. And you can remember how it charged your perception, how it opened your heart, how it caught your breath and filled you with awe, enriching you with the essence of acknowledgement. Visualizing now the memories that you have of experiencing the rainbow. So we're going to take a journey. I'm your tour guide. We're going to take a journey through each of the 7 colors and what their intelligences are. So softening ever more deeply, receive the breath more deeply. And let us begin with the color red. So red is our color for energy. It's a color for an energized mind that can stay engaged with ideas and fly with focus. So feel now in this moment the redness of your mind, giving life to thought, giving energy to your thinking. Feel how you are becoming mentally awake as you place your mind in the quantum red of our rainbow vehicle. Placing your mind in the quantum red. Think of every cell in your body now imbued with this red, awake and alert and alive, ready to charge your consciousness with exuberant intelligence. Charging your consciousness with exuberant intelligence. And coming out of time and space is the great Leonardo da Vinci. Genius at its most pristine, coming out of the field of fields directly towards you, the mind of the maker in its most consummate form, the explorer, the observer par excellence. Leonardo da Vinci, who has never ever bored the universe, is striding across the red of the rainbow, bringing his curiosity and his passion for the truth of things, passion for all things, to an extraordinary degree. He is bringing this essence straight into you. He is rising out of the quantum field to continually inspire your mind to look, to sense, to feel, to experience, and to reflect upon everything, rendering your mind fascinating, rendering your mind inventive, rendering your mind creative. His spirit and intelligence are giving you the power to live in a state of wonder and astonishment. His spirit and intelligence is giving you the energy to live with a kind of childlike awe, even if it's just for these moments in the meditation. Childlike awe. Feel in to what that is for you now, with your feeling mind. Childlike awe in a way that dissolves your boundaries so you can become more of what you behold, opening up to being an animal, opening up to being a creature of the earth, and tuning your animal sense to the terrain and the pulse of this place and of this moment, to the pulse of our planet, to the pulse of all of the people and all of the rich diversity, to the pulse of our common unity, of this huge wind-swept body of water and stone. Let yourself see everything as being connected to everything, in full perspective, in full dimension, witnessing the exuberant artistry of all that is, bringing you into a renaissance of the mind. And as you are doing this and following this feeling and aligning with this vision, feel how you can breathe into your brain and realize that you have access to synesthesia, to this ability to hear color, to listen to my voice and to feel the voice. And as you go through your day, how you can touch sound and smell ideas and taste happiness, tuning in this moment to how you can let synesthesia open you up so you can harvest your life. And so intelligence can count you in as its observer and activator. So in this moment, follow the experience of red through your entire system, the positive resonance of red moving through the whole of your human body. And now moving on to the next color of our rainbow bridge, visualizing the color orange. Orange is for being optimistic, it's social, it's extroverted, it's warm and healthy and engaging. It's stimulating of adventures and of enthusiasm, of encouragement and of fun. It expects the best no matter what is happening. Orange stays with the best, always. So who in your life have you known that are orange in their ways of being and thinking? And take this moment to call them into your meditation. Those beings that you have known that are orange in their ways. Orange is a mind of magic. It is capable of seeing infinite successful pathways. It's never the whiny naysayer. It never has a sense of hopelessness. The orange of your mind knows that if your head doesn't know, then your heart knows. And that if your heart doesn't know, your gut does. Orange thinks with its whole body. And the gift of the orange band is foresight, able to let the future come pouring in, rising from the field, knowing that everything is part of the pattern that connects, making the impossible possible, over and over and over again. Feel how every possibility is bubbling up to the surface, meeting you in this moment, meeting your need, meeting your desire, meeting your optimism. Let the color orange flare up inside of your body. And let the optimistic I can do it mindset permeate to the center of every cell. And in that way, follow the positive resonance of orange throughout the whole of your being. And stepping now onto the yellow band of our rainbow bridge, the yellow band, allowing yourself to feel brilliance embracing you. And here we are in the space of yellow, which is the essence place, the source place. Imagine yourself strolling through the quantum yellow. Feel how your body and your mind are stirring, filling with the information that resides in this quantum yellow band. It is a place that stimulates and brings new color to your brain and your mind and your body. It is where your seeing and knowing and intellect can be understood and experienced more richly. Continue to see that you are walking into the core of your quantum mind, visualizing ever more fully now, walking into the core of your quantum mind on the yellow band of our rainbow bridge. And visualize now, please, one of the brightest, most highly trained intellects who demonstrates the highest values of compassion and caring, as well as sheer brilliance. Visualize now the 14th Dalai Lama, and hear now his generous laughter as he's moving toward you. And notice how as he is moving toward you, his eyes are twinkling, mesmerizingly so. His great smile is palpable as he is approaching you. And as he meets you, he places a white silk scarf around your neck, representing a universal welcoming, which is adding to the scintillating sense that you have the university of your own unique consciousness, a university of your own consciousness that you have access to, elevated and renewed and suffused with information that is coming in from all over the universal plane. Information that is deepening you at a soul level. Information that is filling you with the power and passion of everything that you have ever desired to learn about. So follow the feeling of yellow through your whole system. Follow the feeling of yellow. And traveling now into the green band, the band of healing, the band of restoration. Allow yourself to see the people who are planting trees and protecting the regreening of our earth. See all of these beings and their effort to restore the planet in every way possible. In this way, bringing healing, bringing wholeness, and the recreation of society. Use your visualization, use your imagination on this tour, this meditative tour. Use your imagination to visit in the future a replenished and regreened earth, a regreened world, a place where all of our pollution problems have been solved, a place where the earth is deeply healed by this greening movement, knowing that in each seed there is so much potential, that each pine cone contains a forest of power and possibility. So in this moment of inner vision, ask yourself, what is it that I wish to be fertilizing? So to restore the regreening functioning of my own organism through these meaningful meditative moments, what do I wish to be fertilizing so as to restore my own inner regreening? Feel within yourself a green space where regeneration can happen, where it's already happening, and ask yourself, what can I do to further assist in this happening? What can I do to learn from nature, to listen to nature, to trust my human nature, and thereby to become even more of a steward of the biological recreation of our dear and precious planet? Take this moment to remember and realize that nature, by its very nature, is so profoundly imaginative, and by the order of its enormous imaginative powers, it can solve all of the problems that we are currently struggling with. In the way that nature takes our breath away and bursts our bubble, and we realize in that same way that all of our inventions have already in some way appeared in nature in even more elegant ways and at much less cost to our planet. Let these moments here that you're spending on the green band of our rainbow bridge, let these moments grant us understanding of the dynamics of whole system interliving. The dynamics of whole system interliving that characterize living communities in nature, and the meaningful ways that can impact our political and social and personal lives. Nature, the green of nature, the green of our human nature. It's our most inspired psychologist. It is a most brilliant social artist. If we look to nature's strategies and principles, we discover that nature is running on sunlight, that nature uses only the energy that it needs, fitting form to function, recycling everything, rewarding cooperation, banking on diversity, calling upon local expertise, curbing excesses from within. Nature knows and taps the power of limits. So really soak up the power of the green band here and its enormous intelligence, ancient, once and future patterns to regreen your own life. Soak up the green power and feel yourself charged with the grace of nature and with the beatitudes of nature's resonance, with the wisdom and goodness and completeness of this color. Take a moment to breathe with green, to follow the positive resonance of green through your inner vision, and moving now into blue, going into the blue band, the color of wisdom, confidence, intelligence. It is our place of music, of development of abilities. It is the place of practice for all skills. It is the color on our bridge that encourages the learning of new things, reminding us to always be teachable, and at once the color which enhances all of the knowledge that we already carefully carry. It is the color to go to when we wish to learn or deepen a skill. It gives us the intelligence of skillful means. To inhabit the power of blue is to recognize that the master of every skill you ever wish to mobilize already resides within you. At the level of the blue band, an enormous amount of information is available, a kind of information that is normally not processed by the conscious mind. So in this moment, call upon your inner blue master. Call your inner blue master right in so you can harvest and integrate great depths through your learnings. Feel the pulse of this blue master and the blue mastery itself surrounding you and settling into your mind and into your body and into your essence, giving you deep and potent guidance to become more free, to become more of who you are, and to overcome any inhibitions or blocks that you may be having. And allow for all manner of transference or osmosis, so you have full occupancy of the inner repertoire of skills, excellences, and intelligences that you wish to embody. Breathe in this color blue. See the color blue on the screen behind your closed eyes and follow the feeling of blue throughout your whole body. And moving now to indigo, the dark and radiant blue of the night sky with a full moon, the color most associated with wisdom and compassion and with a sense of responsibility. And with it comes in clarity and lucidity and discernment for what needs to happen and the means to make it all happen, the vision of how it needs to happen. Indigo is the home of wisdom keepers from every world, from everywhere. Think of Desmond Tutu, Nelson Mandela, Eleanor Roosevelt, Confucius, Lincoln, Einstein, and all of the wise ones of indigenous cultures who have come by their wisdom from listening to the earth and to the stars, from flying on their human hearts, hearkening to the great field of being through the quantum reality that is sustaining and supporting and giving each of us wisdom in this moment. Feel the unending riches of indigo flooding and filling you like a fertilizer, like a fuel in the form of color. Indigo is also found in all of our world's storytellers. So feel now, please, a circle of wise ones all around you. Be able to visualize 5 or 6 faces of these wise ones. Know their faces. See how they are circling around you, advising you. And recognize that this inner council place is a place to which you can visit over and over and over again to fortify and to focus through. Feel the power of your indigo helpers. Follow the power of indigo and all of its positive resonance through the whole of your being. And now moving into violet, the home of teachers and go-betweens in the realm of spirit, and the great adventurers who have learned to communicate with what might otherwise be called the boundless, each carrying the emanation and essence of their teaching in pristine patience, so we too can know that we are seeds planted in the great universal field, nurtured and nourished by so very much, both seen and unseen. We are the dreamers, the designers, the builders, the indigo and violet broadcasters, the go-getters of a life where self and other are supported on this bridge of many colors. A living support system. So feel yourself standing upon this violet band as it transmits the knowledge that what happens to one of us affects all of us, as we are wrapped in a single fabric of destiny, that our psyches are set up with the structures of the entire universe. So here we are in our violet awareness, and feel how you are being sustained by this light, as well as sustained by a dazzling darkness. And in that completeness, feel your vision expanding, and feel your mind being sourced. Feel a grand frequency of aliveness, of gratefulness, absolutely thundering through your whole body. Feel how awake you are in this, knowing that you are the infinite in human form, that each human being is the infinite in human form, the infinite personified, knowing that what you do matters, and how you choose to live from fullness matters, and every movement is sending out a ripple through you, through your family, through your community, and into the whole of the world. Violet reminds us that what we appreciate is what is going to appreciate, and that what we put our practice to and what we give our attention to is where we grow in intelligence and in capacity. Violet is the encouragement to become a great rooted bloomer, to become people of great benefit in this world and in this time. Feel your violet nature. Even feel yourself breathing, sensing as a color, as this color, violet. And now take this moment to tune into which of the colors you felt most magnetized towards. Which did you have the greatest sense of place with? And feel your whole body streaming with that color. A coherence in body, mind, thought, wish, intention, imbued with this color. And centering now your heart-mind, centering your heart-mind into a sense of being, into the fact that there's nothing to create. Just simply staying in the pulse of your human beingness. Staying in a spaciousness where you can look and feel without story, without beginning, without shape or opinion or belief or projection or expectation. A purity of presence arising in an open field. No sense of past or present or future. No sense of dreams or relationships. Arising in an open field. Open field. And thoughts or sensations are arising or auditioning for your attention, recognize that there's no need to look for what is next or next or next. There is no next step needed for this sense of being, for this sense of space inside of you. This being is happily resting in itself, in you, as silence itself. A beingness that does not need imagination, for it is already a fulfilled state. Beingness that is timeless, with nowhere else to go. Nowhere else to go that could be better than where you are and who you are in all of the configurations of your current life. Resting in your own natural satisfaction right now. Suspended in a kind of elegance, in a kind of timeless immensity. And when beingness beckons to you, follow it. Feel yourself following beingness as its wings are enfolding you, blooming as self, crowning you, pruning you for growth. Feel your essence ascending to your heights, to the most tender parts of you that quiver in the sun. And feel now your essence descending into the deepest of deepest roots. And feel the essence tenderly shaking their clinging to the earth. Freed from the husk, ground to a compost, kneaded until pliant, and signed to the fires of freedom. All these things awakening shall do to each of us, so that we may know the secrets in our own hearts, and so that we may embody the knowledge that we are a precious piece of life's heart. With one hand at your belly and the other hand at your heart, just circle the hands now for a moment's time. And create a balance by circling the hands in the opposite direction. Circling to a close, and bring the pads of your thumbs. Eyes are still closed, breath is still 100% organic. And bring the pads of the thumbs to the tips of your index fingers and pass the thumbs across the index fingertip, middle fingertip, ring fingertip, pinky fingertip, and then go back the other way. And allow this simple sensation to be your invitation forth from the meditation and into the larger outer awareness and presence. So when you're ready, you can begin bending your knees so as to tuck your knees in towards your belly. Ideally, your back is still on the floor, and you can embrace opposite hand to elbow over top of the knees. which will feel tight and compressed as your whole anatomy is tucked into a ball, and simply rock left and right a few times, left and right, massaging your kidneys and your adrenals and your spine. A couple more rocks back and forth. And then, still curled in a ball, roll to the right side of your body. And as you begin to ascend back up to a seated position, explore what it feels like to not use your neck, to allow your head to be pouring over. And the neck is releasing as you're coming back up to a seated position. So it's really, really thawed out. Beautiful. And that completes the journey of our Rainbow Bridge meditation. Thank you so much for allowing me to be your tour guide in the living landscape of your imagination and your body and your vision. Carry the power of imagination and vision with you, for those of you on the other side of the world, into the rest of your day, and for those of us here on this side of the world, into our dreams. The power of visualization and imagination and meditation. Thank you so much. Sat Nam.